Hello, and welcome to the Real Stuff Podcast, Season 2, Episode 4.
Absolutely. Hello, Reese. How are you today?
Carson, I'm doing grand because I'm on the Real Stuff Podcast, and every day I'm on the Real Stuff Podcast is a better day.
I don't think I've ever heard anything more true in my life than that right there.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Okay. I'm going to speak some truth to you, the viewers. I'm having a flashback, actually, to our first episode where I did this. And I just want to say that you, viewers/listeners, you guys are beautiful. And you look great today. Except for you. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, my gosh. Carson, you're a goon. Just turn the lights on just so for the video.
Oh, you can see our beautiful faces just a
it's
little bit better.
A little bit brighter. Carson, what's going on today, buddy?
I'll tell you what, Reese, not a crazy amount is going on. Just working and getting ready to record this.
Oh, yeah.
And here we are recording
this.
Yeah.
It's just me and Carson today, as you can see and hear. But it's always good to just, get back to our roots of just me and Carson just talking. We're just chatting.
Because this is where it all began.
This is where it all began.
With me and you.
On the fake stuff.
On the fake stuff. Well, I'm pretty sure it was was it the fake stuff in the beginning? The test
was
run?
Like the first one, yeah.
I don't know, but we did it.
Yeah, and here we are.
Here we are again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Good to be here.
And I like talking to you, so I think it's fun.
That's
Not
true.
that I enjoy having guests and everything too, but good to catch up with my bro.
Yeah, it is true.
Because we don't see each other every single day.
We do. We see each other every
Every
single day. We work together. We live together. It's just a grand life that we live, me and Carso.
It is.
Isn't
Reese
it so
is
grand?
very lucky to be in such close proximity to me all the time.
You're dumb. Oh my gosh. So
Oh.
we got a good little show for us today. We got a good topic. We got
do.
an interesting game here.
We have a new game that we're
New
gonna
game.
try out just because RSRBS isn't as fun when it's just us.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
true.
Obviously that's the greatest game in the world, but I think this is gonna be a fun one.
I think so too.
So do you want to hop in?
Are we ready? Are you ready?
Reese, I've never been more
Alright.
ready for anything.
Well, I'm ready. Carson, why don't you break down the game for us today?
Let me break it down for you. This game so far does not have a name. I'm sure there is one. The premise of the game is I'm going to explain to you a movie plot.
Okay.
Okay? Just the plot of a movie, except I'm going to do it a little poorly.
Okay.
And you're going to have to guess what the movie is. If you have any suggestions as to what this game can be called, if we want to bring it back,
Let us know.
let us know, right? I just have written down that can't be right because a lot of these you're going to hear it and you're going to be like, there is no way that is correct.
Yeah.
But I don't like that. That was just, I couldn't think of anything.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not great.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not RS or BS. I mean,
No.
that's just,
That's solid.
I kind of nailed it on the head with that one.
Solid.
So, I don't know. Anyway,
And let us know how many you get right. Because
That's
Carson
true.
has a few. So if
I
you do
have-
it well, if you beat me, then let us know. Because, it's always a good thing to win.
I have a few. I think you're gonna get them. So I have all kinds of movies.
I've seen them all.
Yes.
'Kay.
Yes, there's one that maybe you haven't, but you know.
Okay.
They're all like we have like Disney movies. We have all kinds of movies.
Okay.
Today. I don't think I have any rom-coms in here. Anyway, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Oh, wait. I do want to add, by the way, last episode, we completely didn't turn on our little soundboard. So,
I know.
when we were
When we
hitting
did the applause,
sounds,
awkward silence.
awkward silence. So,
But right
apologize
now,
for that. It's on.
you should be hearing applause.
Yes. Yeah.
From the live studio audience. All right, are you ready?
Our studio audience.
That's actually we press this button, but that just cues the audience to
Yeah.
laugh. They're right
Yeah,
behind. They're over there, right
hundreds
behind
of
Mitchell.
people. Yeah,
Yeah, we have
Mitchell.
Mitchell,
Oh, yeah,
and then
Mitchell.
we have the
yeah, we
live
keep
studio
forgetting about
audience.
Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had a Mitchell last
We
week,
did, yeah.
and obviously we have one now.
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Anyway,
Okay,
let's
hit
hop
me.
in.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, number one. This is the first movie plot. Okay.
Okay.
An overprotective father recruits an amnesia patient to help find his crippled son.
Oh, I've heard this before.
Okay.
Wait, say that again.
An overprotective father recruits an amnesia patient to help find his crippled son.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. Because, he has a little fin.
Yeah, he's a little fin.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can call fish.
That's rough,
Crippled,
dude.
that was pretty.
That's rough, dude.
Yeah. But
Nailed it, though.
you nailed it, and I'm proud of you for that. You're 1 for 1. And
Even if I know it right off the bat, I'm going to wait, give a little time.
give a little time for the audience.
for
Not
people
too much
listening.
time to where it's awkward.
Sure,
but just a little bit.
yeah.
Couldn't hurt.
No, won't
Couldn't
hurt.
hurt.
No.
Alrighty, next up.
All right.
This one's easy,
Okay.
but I think it's hilarious.
Okay.
Guy on drugs wins the war by throwing a frisbee.
Captain America.
Yeah. Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Like, I like this game.
And for context, those drugs are like basically steroids.
They
like
are.
they're not like any
Yeah.
crazy drugs.
Yeah,
He's
no.
just is it steroids? It's super serum.
I mean, it is technically super serum, but it is like steroids. Like,
Sure, it's a steroid, yeah.
like I would classify it as a
Yeah.
steroid over like a drug.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's pretty good.
you're doing good so far.
Thank you.
You're 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
I think it might get a little bit tougher.
Okay.
Okay. This one, you just have to bear with me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I
It's a
think it's
longer one?
funny. No,
Oh, okay.
it's just I thought it was funny.
Okay.
So
hit me.
I didn't write this one, but I found it and I thought it was funny.
Okay.
Perfectly pleasant society turns to chaos by the introduction of a female.
Say that again?
So a perfectly pleasant society
Yeah.
turned to chaos by the introduction of a female.
I have a thought, but the thing that's throwing me off is perfectly pleasant.
Yeah, I wouldn't lean too I wouldn't necessarily say perfectly pleasant. I didn't write this one. I stole it. I'm a
Okay.
thief. So
Is it the Maze Runner?
it is
Okay.
the Maze
That's-
Runner.
Okay, yeah.
It absolutely is. Dude, you're 3 for 3.
Yeah,
And-
the perfectly pleasant was kind of throwing me off because it's not like
It's not perfectly
Yeah.
pleasant, but it is more pleasant.
yeah. Great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen the Maze Runner,
Good movie.
the first one was pretty good.
It was pretty
Pretty
solid.
solid. The
first
books are
one's good.
phenomenal.
It has Will Poulter. He's
does,
he's
yeah.
Adam Warlock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the books were phenomenal.
Great books.
Yeah.
So different.
So different.
Yeah.
The first one was pretty
The
spot
first
on.
one was like pretty good. Second one was different, and the third one was way
Yeah,
different. And
I
then
didn't
4 and
know.
5 they didn't even make
No.
because it's like prequels.
Yeah.
But anyway, next one. A noseless bald guy tried to kill the same kid for 7 years and still didn't.
I mean, it's Harry Potter.
It
But
is Harry Potter.
Okay,
It's just I have a few in here that are just all of it.
yeah.
It's not necessarily one.
The 7 years was like wait, but he tried like when he was 1.
Yeah.
That was like, but then I realized it's 7 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Harry
would
Potter.
say 7 years.
Yeah.
Dude, you're killing this
I'm
game
good.
right now.
I'm
You're
just good.
4
I like movies.
Yeah, me too.
I do
This
like
one,
movies.
I don't know if you'll get.
Okay.
I for some reason I doubt it.
Okay.
So I have a second little hint that'll get you.
Okay,
there.
just give me the first one.
I'll
though.
give you the first one first. Okay.
Yeah, I want to get it.
An American invades a foreign land, kills local leadership, and struggles to find an exit strategy.
Wow, an American
Invades foreign land,
gains forward land,
kills local leadership,
kills local
and
land.
struggles to find an exit strategy. There's no way you get it,
Wow.
so I have the hint.
Okay, give me the hint. That's tough.
Also, flying monkeys.
Oh, the Wizard of Oz.
It is the
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
That's funny.
It is the Wizard of Oz. I thought that was pretty good.
Good, dude.
She squishes
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Wicked Witch.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, also
Local
weird
law enforcement.
local leadership.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A
That's
little
funny.
bit weird that I like. Here's the thing: I saw something that like they, squished the Wicked Witch of whichever with
Yeah.
the house,
Yes.
right? And then there was like, "I'm the good witch. Let's go steal her shoes." That was a little interesting to me.
Oh yeah. That is
Like I
weird.
was like, "Huh." Old movies are kind of weird when you
I
think.
mean, all
about it.
movies are pretty weird.
All movies are weird,
Yeah.
but like, there's some crazy movies out there.
Yeah, there is.
All right.
There is.
3 more.
'Kay.
I don't think any of these are difficult, but I think they're funny. Okay. You'll get this one. A group of people spend 9 hours returning jewelry.
A group of people
Yes.
spend 9 hours
Returning jewelry.
returning jewelry.
Yeah.
9 hours. I mean, is it relating to Infinity Stones?
No, it is not.
It's not.
Because that's stealing jewelry.
That's what it was
This
throwing
is
me off.
9 hours
9
of
hours
returning
of
jewelry
returning
by a
jewelry.
group of people.
I have no idea.
It's the
Hold on.
Lord.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get it. What is it?
It's the Lord of the Rings movies.
Wow. Yeah, they do spend 9 hours returning jewelry.
Yeah, they're taking it to Mordor.
I didn't even think about that. That didn't cross my mind.
Yeah. Have you? Okay. I really wish that I could sit down and watch them all back to back.
Yeah.
I get lost in there.
No, I
I have watched them all.
yes.
Like I have, and I enjoy them, but I can't. Like other movies, I can go on like a binge, and I can watch them. I can't.
They're just a lot. I want to watch the extended versions because I've heard that they're really, really good.
But that's
But
crazy.
it's long. They're like very long.
You gotta have some dedication for that.
Dedication. Yep. And I
Like-
don't really have time for that either, to be honest
No.
with you.
No,
Yeah.
insane.
Kind of sad.
Very sad.
Yeah.
But all right, I have two more.
All right, hit me.
Okay. This one is a love triangle between an 18-year-old girl, a 100-year-old man, and a dog.
That's so weird.
I don't know if you've seen this. I have not.
18-year-old girl,
Yes.
100-year-old man,
Yes.
and a dog. It's creeping me out. It's creeping me out though. 18-year-old girl, 100-year-old man, and a dog.
Might not be exactly 100, but he is old. I can give you another hint as
Give me-
well
give
if
me
you
a
want. Batman is in it.
Batman.
Not Batman,
Christian
but
Bale?
Batman.
Christian Bale.
Or a different Batman.
Michael Keaton.
Or a different
Worst
Batman.
Batman?
No.
Oh, Twilight.
Twilight, Robert
Twilight.
Pattinson.
Okay,
One
I've
of
never
my
seen Twilight, so that
I
would-
haven't either. This was the one that you haven't seen, but
Okay.
yeah, I knew the premise enough to
Okay,
think it was
yeah.
funny.
That is funny. Yeah.
Um,
sorry to all the Twilight fans that.
I'm not that
we have
sorry.
any. Not yeah.
No.
I'm not that sorry actually. Not sorry enough to even care.
No,
I just said it to be nice.
you're so mean. No hate to if any of you
No
guys
hate.
like Twilight.
I, mean,
I
I
just
look
haven't.
down on you if you like them, but
Oh wow.
I'm just kidding.
I mean,
I think I tried to. I watched. I want to say I watched like the first like few minutes of the first one, maybe, and I just couldn't do it. It was weird because they were all like black and white.
are they really? I did not know that.
Maybe just the vampires. Maybe wait, which one's
Oh.
the vampire?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Yeah, they were like black and white, like the vampires. It was
Weird.
It was weird. Yeah,
Weird.
yeah, it was weird. Anyway, last one.
Last one. Okay.
hit me.
An older sister ruins the younger sister's chance to be on a nationally televised game show.
Hunger Games.
It's the Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So
That's
sad.
bad, dude. Dang.
It was
That's
pretty
trippy.
it was pretty like it's not a good description, but did you get all of these except for
I didn't get
Lord of the
Wizard of
Rings or
Oz.
Twilight? You kind of got Wizard of Oz with the hint. I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah.
You got 6 out of 8. That's
That's
pretty,
pretty
solid.
good. What's the percentage?
I don't know, I'm not going to do math.
Can you do math? You have your phone sitting right there. 6 divided by 8.
I feel like this is really easy. It's 3/4.
Just do
It's
it.
a C. It's a C.
Oh. I feel like I did better than a C though. I feel like I
Apparently you-
deserve a B.
Apparently you did not.
I feel like I deserve a B.
I'm going to give you a C
Okay.
because that's
C
what.
plus at least.
No.
What?
75.
C plus?
Also, this is how tired I am that I couldn't do 6 8s. I had to really think about it. But yeah, that's 75.
Yeah.
You get a C.
I have another topic for
C's
us.
get
It's
degrees.
like a quick little. Yeah, it's true. Even though neither of us have a degree.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's I have another little thing.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm
We'll
here
do.
for it.
I mean, you're not ready.
Okay,
No.
I'm not ready.
Books. What's your favorite book series that you've ever read?
My favorite
or-
book series that I've ever
And why?
and why. Oh goodness. I mean, I haven't read any books recently, so
Just
this
in all of your
would
life.
all be. I liked The Maze Runner. I liked reading Harry Potter. That was fun.
Just pick one and why.
Actually, I'm gonna go with The Hunger Games,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know why. Because the main character, Katniss,
The
I'm just
worst.
gonna go on a rant.
Yeah.
Katniss, low-key sucks.
She's the worst.
Gale, Liam Hemsworth,
Yep.
low-key sucks. Like even in the book, like
Yeah,
they're just not
they're terrible.
good characters.
No, I agree.
They're two of the main characters,
Yeah.
and they're awful.
Yeah.
But the premise is so good and so like interesting
Mm-hmm.
that I just power through it. Like they made she wrote the prequel book and they made it into a movie. That's my favorite
Yeah. It's
out of all of them.
It's very.
Although
good.
Catching Fire is really good as well.
Mhm.
But yeah,
That one was the best movie, I think. Catching
I
Fire.
agree. But yeah, Katniss, She's the worst.
Can we talk about? Well, maybe I'll answer the question, and then I have another topic that's just gonna go on. You can put us on a little rant, but that's
Okay.
okay. It's kind of interesting.
I like ranting. It's fun.
That's fine. Yeah. My favorite book. Is that your answer? Is the Hunger Games?
I'm gonna say Hunger Games.
Hunger
Yeah.
Games. It's one of the best for sure.
Yeah.
My favorite, I think, was The Giver.
Oh, those were
The
so
Giver,
good.
Gathering
I read
Blue, Messenger, and Sun.
Really good.
So good.
the closure.
The closure, dude.
It
Oh,
killed.
it's like dark too. Like, well,
yeah.
well,
It is
the
though.
the
like,
storyline. Like, if you just take it at face value, it's not that dark.
It kind of really is. Like all of
Yes,
it.
it is, huh?
Like the whole thing is kind of like, in the best way I say this, it's kind of depressing. Like just a little, but it is also
I
fulfilling.
feel like it's, and maybe this is gonna help me get to my point that I was gonna make.
Okay.
We can bring us on a little topic. Is like they like. Well, how was I gonna say it? Yeah, it's. Well, because the main bad guy of this whole series, what was his name? Do you remember his name?
No.
The trader or the trader, the
I-
trade
I have
trade master.
Trade master.
Trade master.
yeah.
Right? That sounds
That
right. I think
sounds
that's
right. I mean, I
Trade-
could be so
I could
wrong.
be totally
but
wrong, but it's something like
It's been
that.
a long time.
Basically, he.
Don't spoil it for anyone who wants to read
I'm
these
just gonna
books.
spoil it. It's 40 years old.
Yeah,
It's
but
old.
now we've recommended it.
That's true.
Let's keep this. Let's say if you want to read the book,
Basically,
skip ahead a little. We're gonna go.
skip ahead like a few minutes. But if you're not gonna read it, just listen. It's
Yeah.
pretty interesting. Basically, the premise of this bad guy is that he like makes trades, and at first in Messenger, it doesn't seem that bad because it's like they're trading items, like
Yeah.
they're trading things. But then it gets darker. So they trade like things for parts of themselves.
Yeah.
So like one of the guy traded his soul, or no, his heart, like something about his heart, the kindness of his heart to like accept the people that were like taking refuge from all these other war torn villages. No, he was the teacher, right? The teacher.
I can't.
It's been a while since
so
I read it,
long.
so sorry, I'm
dude.
kind of butchering it, but I did really enjoy it. But anyway,
But they're great.
he
Highly
traded his.
recommend.
He wanted to look better for this woman that he loved.
Mm.
He wanted to be more attractive because he had like a
Mm.
birthmark. So he would trade parts of himself for different things. In Sun, this girl, her name is Claire. Again, spoiler alert. So if you're gonna read it, skip ahead. She trades the ability to see her son for her youth. So like she ends up being like hundreds of years old, while her son is only like 15 or something.
Yeah.
And then it does little callbacks. So like the son is the son of the little baby that was in Gabe. Yeah, is the little
Jonas
baby
is
that's
like
in
the leader of the town, and Maddie was with what's her name in
Yes.
Gathering Blue, and yeah.
So the son
So
kind of wraps
good.
them all together.
I remember when I first read Gathering Blue, the second one, after reading The Giver, they have no connection,
No.
and it does not mention.
Gathering Blue is pretty boring. by
It's
itself.
it's probably my least favorite.
Yeah,
It's a good book, but it is probably my
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
But the thing that like was weird to me was I was expecting like a direct kind of like sequel thing, and that was
No,
not
they
what it
don't
was.
do it.
It didn't connect until
Sun.
Messenger. I
No,
thought.
Messenger is connected to Gathering Blue, but then
I
Sun.
thought
brings-
Messenger mentioned Jonas
I
or
don't-
Gabe. No,
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Wait.
I thought that because
Oh, not directly, because you don't know that he's related.
the
Wait, no, it doesn't mention it.
I don't know.
think.
It's been a while,
Yeah,
but
it's been a while, clearly.
they're so good, really
Very
good.
You should read them. But anyway, my point was, the thing I was going to bring up is like it is wild how much like a lot of these authors like understand or are able to like not predict but like interpret how evil people are.
Yeah.
Like Sun, like Messenger or whatever, The Giver was written back by Lois Lowry. Whenever it was written. Mitchell, look it up. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, look it up really quick.
I mean, keep talking. While
Yeah. But like, and I think it's such a good well, not good representation, but like the amount of the evil that would go forward of people without God, like the Hunger Games. Like when I first read it, pretty preposterous or what's that word?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know.
pretty wild.
Preposterous.
But then, like, you look at the world today, and like, it's not like people. unfortunately, a lot of people don't really care about children anymore. Like
1993 was when the Giver.
1993 is a long time ago.
Long
And
time
they
ago.
and like I related it to like people, whether they believe in it or not.
Mhm.
Like you hear people selling their souls for different things.
Yeah.
I think like even if you don't like think it's like making a deal with the devil, as people would say, but like even like sacrificing certain parts of themselves to put on a face for fame or whatever. But anyway, I feel like they predict evil very well, like weirdly well.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
It's
know?
strange, but
It's really weird.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't want to get too conspiracy theory.
no, I'm not trying to be conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying like
It is interesting though how
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like it seems.
I'm
really,
not saying they can tell the future or anything.
Oh,
That's
no,
not what
no,
I'm
no, we
getting
know.
at. But they're good at like some of the authors are like good at like saying how evil people can be.
Yeah.
Because anyway, without getting too gruesome with it, kind of depressing.
That was depressing. Thank
My
you,
bad.
Reese. Next.
Anyway, read The Giver. Moral of the story. It's
Yeah.
it teaches a lot of good lessons, I think.
We just bummed you out to inspire you to read this book that we aren't even sponsored by.
Yeah, no. Nor did we
So-
really explain all that well.
No, we did not.
that's
But we
okay.
tried.
We tried our best.
We did.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of us for
We
that.
did.
Good
High
team.
Yeah.
And if you notice, our backdrop still
Still
isn't
not here. We're working on it.
We're working on
Technical
it.
difficulties.
It's gonna be so great.
It's gonna be
though.
so
I'm
good.
so excited. I'm
Uh,
excited for so much.
I'm always excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm excited for, Reese?
What?
I'm excited for the fact that today I'm not going to be the one controlling where the conversation goes.
True. Usually,
Because-
yeah.
You are the one who brought the topic today.
It's true. I did bring the topic.
I have no idea what's going on.
Well, you
I'm
do. I
freaking
mean, we
out.
kind of conversed it.
I do.
We were like talking about the topic, and like we both started to have things to say, and then we are like, wait, no, let's just have the conversation on the podcast.
So let's hope I remember.
So let's hope we remember all of the things. Here's what I've been thinking about.
Okay, hit me.
Well, it was kind of inspired by a couple different things.
'Kay.
Number one, I started running again and
Proud of
working
you.
out and putting a lot of like effort towards eating good, and different things. If you see me not eating good, don't worry about it. Just let me do my thing. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I started doing that, which is difficult, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and Dad were talking the other day, and Dad was telling me about a Kobe quote. Well, I'll touch on that later. Never mind. But in church, Pastor Kevin, we go to church
Mhm.
at Pathway Visalia. Shout
Pathway.
out. Services on Wednesday at 6:30 and Sunday at 10 a.m.
Yes.
Kevin, I caught the end of Kevin's message on Wednesday night because I go back in from youth group, and he was referring to Matthew 7. I wrote this down.
'Kay.
Matthew 7:13 through 14. Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and there are many who go in by it. But narrow is the gate, and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it. Now, he was talking about how like there's a lot of people, and like a good majority of people, who choose the easy way rather than the hard thing to do, which is to follow Christ, right? And so I was thinking about that and relating it to, working and working out. There's a lot of correlation, I think, but and it's like, God designed all these things. But doing difficult things
Mm-hmm.
is what I've been thinking about.
Doing difficult things.
Doing difficult
I like it.
things in all aspects of life.
Yeah.
Number one,
Mm-hmm.
the most difficult thing we need to do. Well, it's easy to accept Christ. It's hard to keep walking alongside.
There's a high standard.
There's a not a high standard, but like
The standard is Jesus, and that's
that's true. Yes,
like-
that's right. But it's difficult to choose the things in life that are beneficial for us.
Yeah.
It's hard to not choose sin.
mm-hmm.
It's hard for those things are difficult to do.
Yeah.
And so, I was talking to Pop the other day, my grandpa, Mike Buford. Shout out, Pop.
Shout out, Pop.
Woo. We were having a conversation, and I was kind of relating it to like muscle. Well, no, we were talking about the Romans. I wrote this down too, but Romans 5:3-4. Problems and trials help develop endurance. I'm summing it up, so I'm paraphrasing it. Endurance develops strength of character, and character strengthens confident hope of salvation. So, like we were talking about how that. Like going through these hard things, and even things that we don't necessarily choose, but things that come at us, they like strengthen us. It strengthens our endurance and our
Mhm.
strength of character. So then I was thinking about like how muscles work. And it's like, so like if you know how muscle works, when you work it out, like when you're lifting, it tears the muscle fibers apart. So that way, when you eat enough protein, then your muscles come back stronger.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know
like-
why that made me laugh, but that's
when you eat enough protein.
when you eat
But
enough
it's like
protein.
it's like God knew what he was doing when he designed all these
Man.
things. Wow. He did know what he was doing.
did.
He did. He's very smart that way. But anyway, I've been thinking a lot about doing difficult things in life, in work. Like, I don't know, getting up in the morning is difficult.
Terrible.
Yeah. But all
I
of the
didn't-
difficult things end up making us stronger
Yeah.
and develop us.
Absolutely.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Carson?
I mean, like, I don't know. It's weird because it seems straightforward and yet it's very difficult.
It's hard.
Like it's really difficult. Like in our work,
Yes.
the work that we do. I know that if I want to generate business, I want to get people. I should probably go make calls. Should probably go meet people and talk to people. But it's so much easier to not.
Yeah.
And so like even though it seems really like obvious, like I need to be making calls or else I'm not going to sell any houses and I'm
Mhm.
not going to make any money. But then kind of like we talked about like last week with Zach is like I'll open up my social media or something, my Instagram, and then that's just easier.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to put work in. So it's kind of crazy the way that it applies to everything, our spiritual
things.
walk with the Lord, our like work life, like working out, stuff like that. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like when we choose the hard things, it's easier for us to endure when trials come too. You know, like for example, when we're well, that doesn't really make sense. I'm trying to articulate it very well. I'm not good at articulation sometimes.
That's okay.
That's okay. Where was I going with this?
I don't think anyone listens to this podcast and expects us to be geniuses and
Yeah.
say everything.
By no
perfectly.
means are we trying to be like experts on like doing difficult things, but
No.
this is just a thought that's been on my mind because I'm trying to choose the difficult things every day, you know? Like choosing Jesus every day.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's hard. Like I feel like anyone who sits in front of you and says that like, hey, you know, living life according to the Bible is easy. Like anyone that says that, I don't know. Unless they're like superhuman, I don't know. It's hard.
Superhuman.
Sorry, Dad. But it's difficult,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean it is.
It's like but it's worth it though.
Oh yeah. 100%.
It's worth it because then when the hard things come that develop us and strengthen us, then we're closer to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we're not trying to preach a sermon here. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to like encourage myself, encourage Carson,
I think it would be good to encourage.
encourage
to,
you
like-
people too to like choose. I don't know. What do you think about that, Carson?
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
I think you're killing it right now.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks. It's hard for me to articulate things sometimes.
too.
But that's okay.
Me too. I have to really think. That's
Yeah.
why I write everything down.
I see. I tried to write things down.
I think you did good.
Thank you.
But
Oh, like choosing. Yeah. Oh, where I was going. Choosing to get up early to go run because I started running, and this is where I think about all these things as I'm running because I don't listen to music anymore. I stopped. So
Really?
yeah, I stopped listening to music while I run, so that I can just think.
so you can think.
And so like every day, well, like it's important to write down things. So I started writing things down on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
Not only things I need to get done, but also like what I want to walk I want to walk with Jesus every day. So like what are the hard things I need to choose to do those things? I know that one hard thing I need to do every day is read my Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes with all the busyness of life, it's hard to sit down and make that, but we need to make that
We
commitment.
absolutely need to.
Um
But yeah, I mean, it's easy to get. I mean, you get caught up in your day, and then
Yeah.
by the time you do have time or you have a minute, you're like, I'd really just love to sit back.
and then you're like, "Oh, I'll just do it tomorrow."
I'll do or I'll do it later.
Or do
I'll
it
do
later.
it like I've learned. I did this today. I've been a little bit of procrastinate. I'm not trying to, but like I don't know. I get busy, so I was like, I'm gonna make my calls in the afternoon. That was what I have been doing.
Mhm.
And then this morning I was in the office and I was like, I just need to call right
Do
now.
it, yeah.
That way I can be productive
Mm-hmm.
and also like feel a little bit better later. And then when I do it in the morning, it's like it's easier for me to do it later too, because I'm like, see, I've already been doing it.
You already did it.
But so I did that today, and I felt so much more productive.
Yes.
So it's like I can't remember where I was going with that. I had a point.
I don't know.
I don't know. Set aside time to read your Bible. It
Set
was
aside time to read.
gonna come around, but I can't remember how I was gonna get there.
Yeah, but choosing that. But what I was saying is, like if you start your day with those, making that decision, like I'm gonna read my Bible, then the hard things that come, the difficult things, they're easier to do. I feel like
Yeah.
because you have that like encouragement during the day of, you read your scripture,
Yeah, you're armed with the word
you're
of God.
armed, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's just what's been on my mind. I don't know. I hope that makes sense.
I think it makes perfect sense.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I don't know. What else did I have?
I don't know.
Oh yeah. The fruits of the Spirit. That's what I wrote down. I had that written down. It's hard exercising those things. It's hard to love sometimes.
Because
Hard to love people.
sometimes people are the worst.
That's the truth.
Sometimes we're the worst. It's not
That's
just
true.
other
It's not just
people.
other
It's us
people.
as well.
Arson is the worst plenty of times.
Sometimes.
And I'm the worst plenty of times too.
That I
just-
wholeheartedly agree with. Yeah.
Stupid. But we have to love.
Oh yeah.
And that's hard to do. But it's beneficial.
Mhm.
Not only is it not only do we do it because it's beneficial, but we're also told to do it. Like,
Yeah.
that's a commandment to love your neighbor
Mhm.
as yourself.
Yeah.
And love God. And then love your neighbor as yourself.
Yeah.
But that's hard to do. It's hard to have self-control.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to have patience.
Yeah, it is.
Because I'm not a doctor. Get it? I don't have any patience.
Oh,
'cause
I
I'm a
wanted to get
doctor.
up and leave just now. I almost ended the podcast.
Anyway.
right there.
Because you're not a doctor.
Not a doctor.
No, wait, that's not what I was trying to be serious. It's hard to have patience, self-control. Like, those things are difficult. I
Yeah.
have a hard time with those things.
Mhm.
So I've been trying to do that every day. Is choose hard things. And I don't always succeed, but there's grace for that. And He
Mhm.
helps me the next day. The Lord helps me the next day.
Mhm. Yeah, he does.
Thanks for coming to my sermon.
Thanks for.
What are
giving
hard
us a
things
sermon.
you do today, Carson? And then I'll go next.
Today, made my calls in the morning.
Yeah, you did.
Felt pretty good about that actually. Like,
Yeah.
because I've been, like I said, I've kind of been procrastinating a little bit. Not even, I hate to say procrastinating because then it sounds like I'm making a conscious effort to avoid them. When most of the time I feel like I'm not good at taking control of my day, so I let my day get away from me. But today I was like, I just need to do it. So I did that today. Felt really good about that. I went to the gym twice.
Today?
No, recently.
Oh, recently.
Not today.
Recently.
Went to the gym twice, 2 days in a row. Need to keep going, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what other hard things I've done today, but
Yeah. Most hard thing I did today.
I read my Bible.
Oh yeah, I did
Not
that.
that that's a hard thing,
I did
but
that
you
too,
know,
yeah.
like we said.
No, I was in my bed last night and I was like, this is the time I need to get up to like just because I have a meeting at 8 a.m. on Tuesdays, and this is the time I need to get up, and so I need to get up this amount before to leave. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get up a half hour earlier than that, or 45. I think I did 45 minutes. 45 minutes earlier than that, so I can read my Bible. So I did that.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're encouraged
Yeah.
to choose hard things, and that isn't just working out. I mean, I think that's a good thing. I encourage you to work
would
out
agree.
or walk or run or exercise in some way.
Play soccer.
Play soccer. Me and
Go
Carson do that.
bowling.
I don't know if that's good exercise. Is that good exercise?
Might have. It's probably
really
some.
expensive though.
Bowling is killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll work
Stupid
out
how
your wallet
expensive it
more
is.
than you.
That's
probably.
true. But anyway, choose to do something like I don't know.
We challenge you. Do something difficult.
The narrow way is hard. Choose the narrow way, as as Jesus says in Matthew chapter 7.
Yeah.
That's even though the narrow is the gate and difficult is the way.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all. Yeah. I think that was great.
Yeah, if it didn't make sense, my bad. That's on me.
It did make sense. You're what?
I was sleeping last night. I was going to sleep, and me and Carson was like, "What should we talk about on the podcast?" And then that was my thought.
And I loved it.
Thank you.
But well, thank you, Reese. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you, Carson.
And
for
thank you
listening.
guys for listening to mainly Reese, but me as well. Like, thank
Yeah.
you for listening to us. ramble and try to articulate all of our thoughts.
thoughts,
We
yeah.
appreciate you sticking with us.
Yeah.
Anything else you got for us, Reese?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, where can we find you then?
We can find me in Tulare. Just kidding. I live in Visalia, but I work in Tulare.
You do.
Instagram at Reese Sapien, and you can subscribe to Reese Weekly. Whoa, excuse me. I just choked on myself. You can subscribe to Reese Weekly by sending me a DM with your email, and then we can subscribe you to Reese Weekly. It comes out on Fridays. It is the greatest newsletter. It is not just real estate stuff. We have a meme that I send out on Reese Weekly every week, and I have things from life. I have pictures of cute things.
Keep up with Reese.
Keep up with Reese so you can see what's going on. I just hit the mic. You can keep up with what I'm doing in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can we find you, Carson?
You can find me on Instagram at the Carson Sapien. Yeah, if you have any real estate needs or anything like that, reach out and
Yeah.
I will help you.
Oh, I will do that too.
We'll do it together.
We'll do it together. Yeah.
Unless you just want to work with me, in which case, just
And if you just want to
let
work
me
with
know.
me, you should ask yourself why, because Carson's great.
Dang it, you make me feel bad.
Why?
When I say
You're
work
so
with me.
selfish.
Work with both of us.
Carson, be giving.
Together.
Carson, it's hard. It's hard to do, but you have to be giving.
Choose the difficult things.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
All right, fam. Well, we'll see you next week on the Real Step Podcast.
Thank you for listening. We love you guys.
Subscribe and and give us a 5-star review. Amen.
Bye.
Goodbye.